Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Hazel Lucia Tarot. I am your tarot reader, Stephanie, and today's reading is about what your person tells other people about you. So we're going to see who's talking about you and to whom and what they may be saying. We have 5 piles here for you today. Pile 1, we have this blue apatite. It's making me think of a blue M&M for whatever reason. Pile 2, we have this lovely candle quartz. Let's ignore that noise in the background if you can hear it. Pile 3, we have the amethyst point. Pile 4, we have this juicy looking honey calcite. And pile 5, we have a smoky quartz point. So take a few deep breaths, think of your person, think of what is being said about you, and I'll be ready for your reading whenever you are. Hello there, pile 1. If you chose the blue apatite stone, then we have a reading here for you about what they are telling others about you. So this is meant to be very broad. This could be anybody telling anybody anything about you. So I'm not putting any theme on it. Sometimes it can come out as romantic. Sometimes it might come out as like work related, or even just, you know, the people around you. So let's see this is going to be you. This is going to be how you're being perceived. We have this stingray. Interesting. Ooh, so many things coming through for this card already. Because if you notice in this card, the Wild Unknown animal deck, by the way, there's like a chakra here, a chakra system. So there's something about you being in alignment. But as we know, the stingray does sting, and it's almost something about like being in the water, something that you're somebody to look out for. And I feel like that could mean several things to several people depending on what the situation is. This is so interesting, but let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards to see what exactly they are saying about you. Also, I just started like breathing a little bit differently as soon as I started tapping into this energy, because I was sick like weeks ago, but I'm pretty sure I'm over it now. But there's like this weird feeling here about breathing in a different way. I don't know if the people saying this are breathing a different way, or maybe this is you. But I will read from the book for the stingray. Bastet Sanctuary. And Bastet in other decks actually comes off as very like, I'm thinking of a vixen, very playful, somebody with a lot of sensual appeal, which I feel that you do have here as well. But here it's coming through as sanctuary. I'm thinking, you know, how cats are. Sorry, let me let this car pass by. But how cats have like that very feline, playful energy. So there's something a little quirky about you, not gonna lie. Like people don't know where to, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Catwoman. How Batman doesn't know if she's like a friend or foe when he first meets her, but he's definitely intrigued. That's what I'm getting. For my pile 1, we have connect. There's people who want to get to know you. They want to get to know more about you. This is interesting because I'm trying to figure out if this is like the person saying something about you to others, or if this is people inquiring about you. It could be both. You know how sometimes people try to get to know about people by talking about them, like just bringing them up in conversation? I'm getting something similar to this. So this person could be, honestly, I'm getting strong air sign energy from them, and they recognize the more watery traits or fiery traits in you. Interesting that I'm picking up on astrological points here. Also, if you heard that, that is my stomach, and she is acting up for whatever reason. That is the loudest stomach noise I've made in my life. There's a hunger here. Back of the deck, we have illuminate. Yeah, it's like people want to get to know about you. So somebody here, what they tell other people is mostly, I wouldn't say contradicting, but definitely like they make you out to be mysterious. So yeah, they're trying to get to know you by talking about you. It's like this person would talk around the subject to talk about the subject. Like they don't want to bring it up, but they kind of want to talk about it, which is so interesting. Again, this person has strong air placements in their chart, for sure. So let's see, what do they say to others about you? We have Lord Ganesha, removal of obstacles, clear path ahead. Remover of obstacles, clear path ahead. Honestly, that you're somebody solid. Like you seem like somebody solid, so they would hope that you are. Back of the deck, yeah. Melchizedek, spiritual development, study, law of attraction. There's also something very dignified about you. And I feel like underneath that, compassion, divine goddess Kuan Yin. It's like there's something very solid about you, and that is very attractive in and of itself. It's like you're somebody who has a head on their shoulders, but at the same time, they don't know if you're friend or foe. This would be like, this is just an example. I'm seeing somebody who is like a boss figure or like an upper management in the workplace, but you're also very kind, but they don't know like where they stand with you. It's like, are you going to be for or against them? But they're very intrigued. So I'm getting that. In the friend group, it would be that one person who like has their stuff figured out more than most people. So for example, while everybody else is renting, this person could already have like a home. Or while everybody else has like a certain type of job, this person already has like a full career. But it's like, to be that kind of person, you would have already gone through certain things. So they don't know where they don't know where your morals are or where your leanings are. And the truth is, people are much more complex than this person seems to be putting people in. And that's nothing against the person that we are talking about here. It's more like, I feel like you might have more experience and they don't, and they already see life in a certain set of ways that they haven't been open to yet. And you have already surpassed that, so you understand that the world is more complex than they believe. If it's not like a experience or age difference, it could just be like a mindset difference. So let's go ahead and get more cards, because this is making more sense now when I think about it. It's like, you know, when you have friends that you've known your whole life, but you're all in different various stages of life. And you even see the changes within them. This is similar, but this person doesn't know you as well. Because I am getting a sense that you're not very close, or this is like a new connection, a new friend. Also, like these two colors match each other. I like that. They do recognize there is something familiar about you. Like there's something within you that they definitely connect with. Maybe you both have similar certain mindsets, or there's a similarity between you and this person and they like that. Or maybe you like this as well and that's why you're here. Or maybe this is why you have similar friends, if this is friends that you have in common. We have intuition. So you're definitely very intuitive. I don't know if this is something you speak about openly or if this is just something that they've caught on to. But we do have this little chakra system here with the stingray. So I do wonder if they're aware of your spiritual prowess, because I feel like everybody who comes to these tarot readings is intuitive to some extent, to some degree. At the very least, you believe in it. So that's why you're here. And I don't know if they know this about you as well. Last card for my pile 1 before I dive a little bit more into this. Well, no, there's one more card. Sanctuary again. This could literally be talking about a home of yours or like a house. I'm feeling for a lot of you, you have something that is very comforting. If it's not a physical place, it could be the energy you bring. You just bring the sense of like feeling comfortable, of sanctuary, like they feel safe with you. Curate your realm, sacred space, altar, haven. For some of you, maybe you make altars of some kind, or there's some sort of space that you provide. Again, whether it's literal, figurative, spiritual, whatever the case is, emotional space even. Soothing waters, intention, clearing blockages, energetic hygiene. They understand your energy. This person understands your energy. I don't know if they're spiritual or not, but they understand it. I feel like they would, though. Maybe this is why they kind of want to talk about it. It's like if they know you're intuitive, they want to bring it up, but they don't know who to bring it up to. It's like, who would think I'm weird about this? You know, that wouldn't surprise me. And then the last card is creative, the Sacred Creators Oracle. You feel like a safe space to this person, and you might even help them out a lot. You are living poetry. I feel like it's hard for this person to not admire you. It's like they find you very, they like you. I feel like they really do, despite themselves. Back of the deck. Ambush your fear with ferocious dreams. And honestly, we have the elephant here, which is an animal of Ganesha's. I think the elephant rides the little mouse here. So Lord Ganesha is strong in this reading if Lord Ganesha is an important deity to you. Even if not, I feel like you know how to remove obstacles. You overcome a lot. This person, I feel like they admire you a lot and they have a hard time not liking you. Like they may want to not, especially with this stingray here, because like I said, it's almost like murky waters. Maybe they've even heard some negative things about you. Maybe they've just don't know. Maybe they have trust issues. Whatever the case is, it's like they tread carefully with you because they know they have to, but they can't help but like you. And I feel like that's a little bit of a... They feel certain ways about it. And who they're telling us to, I'm not sure. We'll look at that in the tarot, but I do want to read for Stingray first. Okay, from the book, we have developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. The stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again, as the force of Dharma growing within this stingray is too strong to ignore. Which is odd. I feel like so this person could be going through some sort of growth or some sort of shift here. Maybe you are as well. I feel like it wouldn't be you though, because the way they describe you, the way your energy is coming off through their perspective is somebody who has their ish together and they want to know how you got your ish together. They admire it a lot. They love it even. If this was somebody of the gender that would be into you, or like if you're the gender they would be into, I guess is more appropriate, is that they would just absolutely want to like date you just to be you, which is, I know that sounds odd, but that's what I'm getting. That's how much they're into you. Numbers coming through that might be important. We have 32 and 23, which are mirroring numbers or opposite numbers. So like I said, you do mirror certain things here within each other. Maybe somebody here is 23 and somebody here is 32. We also have 29, another age somebody could be. We have number 4, somebody here could be a Lifepath 4. And I feel like Lifepath 4s get a bad rep, but the truth is that they're used to, they build stability. Like if there's nothing they can build off of, then they don't feel themselves. So they're really good at starting. I feel like a lot of Lifepath 4s start their families rather early, or maybe they're handed like a little bit of bad luck in life, but they're able to like grow from it. So this would make sense that this person would want somebody who is a little bit more stable than them. We also have number 51 in case that is of importance. But yeah, this person, they find you to be a sanctuary. They find you very, very inspiring, I'll be honest, and very soothing. Like they just like being in your energy, which is funny because I just finished a reading called Who's in Your Energy? And this person may or may not be in that reading if you came from that, but still. Let's go ahead and move on to the tarot because I'm very curious as to what they are telling others. I feel like this is their overall view of you, but also what they want to like. It's like they want to bring you up, but they don't know how to bring you up. More importantly, like who are they talking to? Because I mean, that could be a big thing for them as well. It's like, who can I talk to about pile 1? I don't know how many piles I'm going to have, but maybe some of you are being called to pile 4 as well. So for my pile 1, we're using the Star Child Tarot. Yeah. So pile 1, let's start with who this person is. I know we already asked, but I want to see more specifically about this person, who they are. Who is this person? Who is talking about pile 1 to other people? We have the King of Swords. What did I say? I kept talking about that air sign energy that was coming through. This person is definitely an air sign or has very particular placements in air signs. So if they're not a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, they could have very strong placements here. Specifically Mercury, because we are talking about communication. So maybe their Mercury is in an air sign. Reverse lets me know this is not even negative. This is the underhanded side of the air sign quality here. Like I said, they'll talk around it to talk about it. Like they won't address it directly. That would be more of a fire sign energy, but they kind of want to talk about it, around it. I remember when I had my what they were philosophy. My God, why can't I say it? Philosophy classes that I had in college. They were the most mind effery classes I'd ever had, but they were so much fun because I learned so many different perspectives. Because me, a Taurus who thinks in like very Taurus ways, I have Mercury and Taurus as well. Mercury in the first, but I don't feel like that added anything to it. It was just, I would literally have to draw out graphs about how certain perspectives came to be. Like I would have to draw it out, like, because otherwise if I tried to think of it on my own, I would just get like a headache. I would just get so lost. So I would literally draw charts about this perspective and this is how this is viewed. And that's what I'm seeing. It's literally the meme with Charlie Day, the conspiracy theory meme where he's just like putting everything together. That's what I'm seeing with this person. This person's an overthinker. Quite honestly, they're an overthinker. it may or may not show in how they communicate, or maybe they have like one particular person that they speak to this way and only that person gets them. So I want to see what they're talking to about you. Low key, they could have a crush. I'm not gonna lie, this does feel a little romantic, but they want to rationalize it. Maybe they also have like a moon and air sign as well. So pile. Sorry, this person's energy is adorable. I won't lie, like it does feel a little cute. So pile 1. They speak to 3 of Pentacles. This could be co-workers. I'm also seeing people that are not too close to them, that they won't catch on to what they're saying. Like I said, only a few people understand them. So the people that they talk to are people that they're not quite close to, but still know them well enough. And this is why I say co-workers, especially people that you've worked with for years that aren't exactly your friends, but they know you well enough. This could also be siblings. But this would be like the siblings that aren't too close to you. Like they know, these people would know them well enough, but they wouldn't read too much into it, because this person's very, like, they know how to choose their people. That's so interesting. This person could low-key be a genius, not gonna lie, but like not quite there. I don't know, like a young genius. I'm seeing Malcolm in the Middle. What's his face? Malcolm. That's it. Yeah, Malcolm. No, Frankie Muniz' character. How he begins the whole thing and he's always like talking to the camera, breaking the fourth wall and explaining like all the craziness and nonsense. But like when you watch it as an adult, you're just sitting there like, Malcolm, we know you're a genius, but chill, my dude, it is not that big of a deal. But you forget that he's a child and then a teenager throughout that entire series. But he's just over explaining himself because, you know, undiagnosed autism among other things here. I mean, he had to have, didn't he? Did they ever talk about that? But still, it's part of what made him a genius. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody with that saying, by the way. I hope I said it in a positive way. But that's what I'm seeing. It's like this person, they're an overthinker, and they don't even recognize, like, just how much, like, if they put all that energy that they're putting into talking about you to these other people, into anything else, maybe they have. I don't know. Like, the more I get caught up in their energy, the more it's like, it's kind of hard to hate this person, I'll be honest. All right, let me get, what are they saying? What exactly are they saying to these people who know them but aren't that close to them that they are talking to you about? Coworkers or like friends of friends, maybe your friends, maybe your coworkers, I don't know. Knight of Cups, man, they really are into you. It's like they don't want to accept that they like you, but they do. Because the Knight of Cups is like an offer of love. For whatever reason, they can't come through. Maybe they don't want to come off as, if not love, admiration for sure. Like they definitely admire you. But they don't want to come off as creepy because, again, they overthink. Again, they don't want to put you, they don't want to pressure you into anything either. They don't want to feel like they're getting your pity. But I feel like they truly do admire you. And it's like they want to ask, they wonder if you've caught on to this as well. Maybe you have, and maybe that's why you're here. Maybe one of the people they were talking to leaked something to you and you're like, oh geez, what are they saying? Maybe you found out that they were saying stuff and now you want to know. Oh, this got really cute really quick, pile 1. So what are they saying? It's what they're not saying, which is what they're into you. Which is that they're into you, honestly. Next question. Will you hear about this? Will you hear about this? Okay, we got 2 cards. 2. You already know. I feel like somebody already told you already know. This could just be confirmation. And Strength is like, you won't bring it up if they don't bring it up. So this could just be like a silence between the both of you. Not necessarily like tension and not necessarily like awkward silence, but it's like, you know, like that it's like, you know what they said, but they're not aware that you know, but I don't think they care. Why is there like a bit of a disconnect with this person? It's like their mind is all over the place. Like, do they fidget a lot? And also, like I said, their energy comes off as younger, but like I said, it could just be like, maybe it is ADHD as well. I'm not trying to diagnose your person, but the way they think is just so interesting. Like it jumps all over the place. I myself am not diagnosed with ADHD, at least I don't think it's, if I do have it, I don't think it's like that severe. But in this particular energy, I keep wanting to jump from like subject to subject, but every time it jumps back to the subject of you, it's like that same feeling is there. And I think they try to distract themselves from talking about you or thinking about you. Like they try to throw things off, but it becomes so obvious to everybody around them except themselves of like how they think of you or what they say. And I think you even trigger, like when your name gets brought up, like they get a little triggered, like they feel a bit of a because they feel some type of way. Honestly, they do feel some type of way. Also, the fact that all these cards are reversed, even though like this deck is not reversed. Anything else you need to know about this person? How will this affect you, if at all? Ten of Pentacles. Like I said, they seek stability. Can I get clarification? I feel like you'll know this person for some time. They could be in your neighborhood. They could be friends of friends. Like this is just somebody you're going to deal with a long time, for a long time. Eight of Swords. And I feel like unless they're going to come through with some sort of action, you're not going to worry about it. Because what I am noticing in this entire reading is that there's a lack of fire. We have strength here for sure, but it's reversed, letting me know that they haven't overcome their obstacles to want to tell you. It's like if they can't tell you to your face, then to you it means nothing. Therefore, until they overcome that, you're not really going to care. But I feel like if it was to be something that they told you, like, hey, I like you, I think you're cool, should we try something as, you know, either a romantic partner, or if it's more platonic, if it's more like a friendship, it's like, hey, let's be friends. Because there's almost like a fear of you here. It's almost like they're afraid to get caught up in this. Like I said, if there is like a bit of an experience or age difference, like maybe they're just not ready, which can be the case. Or maybe they just feel like they could never really measure up to you. Back of the deck, Queen of Wands. Yeah, because they find you very powerful. They know you're very powerful. It's just very interesting energy from this pile. I'm not gonna lie, pile 1, I wasn't expecting this. Why am I thinking of like flashy blue things? I was talking about this with a random person at the grocery store the other day, like how when we were younger, because we were both like millennials or around the same age, it's like remember when we were younger and they would like feed us blue food and we were looking at some other new blue food that had just like hit the market. You were like, yeah, there's nothing healthy about that, but I want to eat it because it's blue. So I feel like either you, this person, or have like a very, this person for sure has like a childish way of looking at things. And I think they're okay with it, regardless of their age, regardless of what age they are. They have like that child's mindset where it's like, oh, cool. Like they get distracted easily. Like I said, this person could have ADHD or something. Not that I'm very familiar with that, nor am I here to diagnose them, but the way the energy kept shifting here. So what are they telling them? What they're not telling them is that they're really into you, but they like to talk about you because it's fun and it helps them stay close to you in a way, in a weird way. Yeah, so with that said, let's go ahead and move on to your closing advice before your person confuses me further. I wonder if they think they're a master of deception or something like that. So pile 1. I'll say this is, at least this reading gave me a bit of a laugh with the way that they think. Okay, so these are going to be channeled messages from your person. I'm really sorry. I'm not surprised. I have the feeling that they've like let you down before, or maybe like they feel the need to apologize to you for whatever reason. I don't know if that's something that happened between the both of you, or if it's just, I don't know, maybe they just apologize a lot. That's the one. They think you're the one. They really do admire you. It's going to take time. Like I said, it's going to be some time that you are going to be in this person's life. I feel like you both are going to know each other for a while. Maybe you've already known each other for years and this is why you're here. I feel the same. No more secrets. There's going to be a moment in time where they're not going to want to keep secrets anymore. And they're going to be very honest with you. I don't know what makes them crack. I don't know if it's just, you know, the time that passes. I don't know if it's maturation. I don't know if something happens. But there's going to be a moment in time when they're just going to be honest with you. It still hurts. Back of the deck. I don't know if this is somebody from your past. Like maybe somebody that you've dated before. I have a hard time believing that. Because I don't think they would be this quote afraid of you if they had. Or maybe if it was like so long ago that it doesn't even make sense anymore. Like you two are such different people that if you had anything in the past, it wouldn't be anything, like it wouldn't be the same because you know each other better now. But something still hurts. Yeah, especially with the I'm really sorry. I don't know what they've told you. I don't think they're spreading lies or misinformation about you though. That's what I am getting. So don't think it's that for the majority of you. Let's get your froggy card. These two wanted to come out together. I will prioritize myself when I need to. So there's something here about prioritizing either yourself or this person could be prioritizing themselves. They could encourage you to do so. And then I am allowed to rest without guilt. I feel like this person, or maybe you encourage this person to take care of themselves, which is so interesting. Also, look at this little froggy in a teacup. This is like the cutest deck, I swear. I keep it for the cute vibes, but it's also got some really good words, so there it is. But this is where I leave it, pile 1. I hope this wasn't too confusing because I swear I lost my train of thought halfway through. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you. Apologies for that, pile 1. I didn't mean for that loud vehicle to be there. But if you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 2. If you chose the candle quartz, then we have a reading here for you about what your person is telling other people about you. What do they tell others? We're going to see how you're being viewed, what they are saying, who they are saying this to, and why. So let's start with the card you chose. We have the Nightingale. There is the story of the Nightingale. Wasn't that the one where they had a she couldn't see the horrors. She couldn't speak about the horror she saw, so they had because they cut away her tongue or something like that. I know it's very graphic, but that's what I'm getting. If the story of the Nightingale is of relevance here, I will bring it up again. But there's something here about the fact that I wanted to come up reversed. You're not saying your piece here. So whoever is talking about you, they're saying certain things because they know you're not there to defend. You're not there to defend what is being said about you. So things about you are being said, and I don't know if these are positive or negative. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. But it's like they're putting words in your mouth, or they're speaking on your behalf or something like that. Which again, depending on the situation and the person, I guess will determine what this is. For my pile 2, we have open. Back of the deck, boundary. This person has no boundaries, or they have an issue with boundaries. I am getting that. I'm not surprised. It's almost like you opened the door for something and you didn't recognize what you opened the door for. But this person, they have issues with boundaries, mostly about what is being said about you, what is communicated. Interesting. So let's get more cards. This is one of those piles where I feel like I have to have everything out first. Skadi, Wild Heart. Oh, I see why. Because they might be misinterpreting you a certain way, or they see you a certain way, so they think it's okay to assume certain things about you. Hathor, celebration, rejuvenation, and gratitude. Number 33. She's also a goddess of fertility in ancient Egypt. I still want to say it's ancient Egypt. It could be, what was the one before Egypt? Babylonian goddess. We have paradise. Okay, so I do feel like they're saying positive things about you. Not gonna lie, I do feel like this person is saying mostly positive things about you. Back of the deck, magic. But they still have issues with boundaries. So oh, okay, so, this is interesting. We have Daydream Believer, Soul Messages, Dreamy Solutions, Seeds of Discovery. And the last card. Back of the decks, I happen to see it. Kindred Spirits, Soul Family, Vibrational Magnetism. So this could be soul family. This could be a friend that you see as family, or this could just be maybe literal family for some of you. Or they see you that way at the very least. Again, I guess this will depend on you and how you view them. Because for some of you, I feel like you try to remain neutral about this. Or Spirit is asking us to remain neutral. Overthinking can spoil the magic. Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't overthink what this person has to say about you, because you could take it personally, or you could just let it be. Back of the deck, fill your cup with sacred giggles. Lots of giggling here too. Okay, so several things. This person is talking about you. So, and this is actually kind of cute. So this person is talking about you, and not everything they say about you may be true, nor may have you done or said it, but they will say things that they kind of believe that you have done or said. This person likes to hype you up, and I'm not sure why. I guess we'll ask that in the tarot. But this person, they definitely see you wild at heart and celebration. I feel like they look up to you, or they're singing your praises. They're making you look good, even if it's something you didn't really do. And I sometimes get this from like mothers who want to, you know, hype up their kids, even though their kids are really just everybody, you know, they're just kids, they're just regular people. So it's similar to that. But this person with kindred spirits, I mean, it could be your mom, it could be like a family member, again, hyping you up over things you didn't really do. Or it could be a friend hyping you up to somebody that doesn't know you, just to let them know, hey, pile 2 is kind of like really cool. That's what I'm getting. And with overthinking can spoil the magic. The only thing I'm seeing here is that maybe you shouldn't worry so much about what they say. Just know that it's positive. Just know that maybe you are kind of annoyed that they're saying things that aren't true about you, but it's like, don't worry, I'm gonna get you the date. I'm gonna get you this. I'm gonna secure you that. You know, they're trying to lock you into something, and if all they gotta do is fib, like, they think it's fine. So I could see you questioning the morality of this, but I think in the end, and I think even Spirit agrees to this, with this to some extent, is that maybe some of you are not really great at representing yourself or making yourself seem positive, or, you know, it's like, this would be like wingman energy. If you're both at a bar, or somebody catches your eye, or you catch the eye of somebody, like your friend would be hyping you up. It's like, hey, you know, pile 2 does this, this, and this. And even though like only one of those things, like 2 of those 3 things they said was the truth and the other one wasn't, it's like, well, do you want the date or not? Do you want them to get to know you or not? You know, it's like, if it was a lie, they can find that out through you, but you know, they're trying to get you the date here. That's what I'm seeing. They're trying to secure something for you. And I feel like this person really does hype you up. So this is either like a friend who really is looking out for you, or like family or somebody like that who is just trying to hype you up. So I actually like this. With Paradise, again, there's like this too good to be true element to you. I feel like they're okay with that. It's like, you know what? My pile 2 needs a little bit of an adventure anyway, because with Wild Heart, I do feel like they see you in a way that not everybody else sees you, or they assume things about you. So for example, if we're sticking with the whole example of a friend trying to get you a date, they might see somebody that they think you might be into, or that you could be into. So they, you know, they try to shoot your shot for them, to them. You know, it's like they're carrying that bow to that person. So I do feel like, like I said, this person, they struggle with boundaries, but I feel like sometimes it works in your favor here, pile 2. So this person is saying stuff about you to people, favorable things that may or may not be true. Doesn't matter. You're not there to defend yourself, and they're going to say what they can say to make you look good. I keep seeing this. It's like to make you look good. So this could be a friend trying to vouch for you to get a job somewhere. So even though, yeah, you don't have certain skills, they're like, whatever, I'll teach you the skills. We'll learn the skills there. Let's just get the job in. Let's lock in. Let's get this thing going. That's what I'm seeing. So whoever this is, they're talking you up, and maybe you question their methods, but you can't question the magic. And I feel like outside magic came through twice here. Overthinking can spoil the magic. Not only that, but I feel like you will end up laughing about this in the future, because with open, I'm thinking of like opening the door for something here. And even though you could fly in yourself, I feel like there's just parts, like this friend adores you so much, but they also know the kind of person you are. It's like, well, pile 2 is never going to step through this door. Let me shove them through it. That's what I'm seeing. So this energy is really quite cute, I'll be honest. Maybe some of you are already thinking of people in your life who are this way, like your friends or family or whomever. So with that said, let's go ahead and I want to ask the tarot more questions about this person, because unlike a previous pile, like this one, energy is very different. So pile 2. I almost said pile 3. Let's do your tarot. Who is this person? We want to see more specifically. We want to learn more about this person. Who is talking about my pile 2? We have Knight of Cups, Three of Pentacles. What did I say? This person wants to like hook you up with certain people. I feel like this could be a friend trying to get you a date, or this could be a friend trying to get you a job. Somebody is getting you something here. They're hyping you up. Absolutely. This person really believes in the passionate nature you have. Like they care about you. Knight of Cups is somebody who cares about you. Three of Crystals is networking. So it's like they're networking in your favor for whatever reason. So this is who this person is. Why are they hyping you up? I mean, yeah, let's do that. Why are they hyping you up? Why are they talking up? Why are they lying on your behalf here to get you something? I keep saying lying, but really I don't think it's that big a deal for this. It's more fibbing. It's more like guidelines. That's what I'm hearing. We have the Nine of Cups because this is something you've been wanting and they know this. Like, if you've been looking for a job and they find a really good job that they know is going to be great for you, they know that you've been wanting this. If they find like a person that you could date that they know you would absolutely adore, they're going to go out there and get you that date. If they, for example, if you've been crushing on someone for some time and they found out that this person is like single, they're going to be talking you up. It's like, oh, that sucks. Well, you know, who else has been single for a while now? Pile two. It's like this person. I love whoever this is. Absolutely a great friend to have. Absolutely a great person to have on your side, pile two. What specifically are they saying? That's what I want to know. And then we'll ask to whom. Whether it's somebody you know or not. I think that's a better question. We have Eight of Wands. They're seeing an opportunity. They're seeing that something is open and it's limited for whatever reason. That, or they're just kind of like impatient with you. Because they know if they were to wait for you to do this thing, it would take you forever. And they love you so much, they'd rather it happen now. Because maybe they've seen you miss out on opportunities before and they're like, yeah, that's not going to happen again. This person must have fire in their chart. Like they have to have fire of some sort. Whether it's like, why am I getting Sagittarius? I think because I know a lot of Sagittarius people who are like this. Like, or even Aries, definitely Aries. Who are they talking to though? Do you already know this person? Is this person somebody that's actually like worth it? The Sun reversed. This is someone you already know. Somebody you maybe even gave up on, or maybe you didn't. It's not that you didn't care. It's just like you gave up on it. I'm going to leave it reversed. They could be a Leo. Maybe they have Leo traits. Maybe your person has Leo traits. I'll be honest, I do love Leos. Absolutely love them. They can have issues with boundaries, especially when it comes to interfering with people's lives. So it wouldn't surprise me if this friend, if this person we're talking about had Leo placements. Again, and it's done with the best of intentions. They do it with so much love. But regardless, I do feel like this person that they are talking to is somebody you know. Because this is somebody that you used to have a lot of optimism for, and then it stopped for whatever reason. Like now you no longer either you lost interest or you became busy, or if it's an opportunity, same thing. You used to be optimistic about it, but then you it's not that the optimism ever really went away. It's just like you knew what to put your energy into and what not to put your energy into. So they found out that this thing that you wanted became available again. So they're doing a lot for you here because they know you would want it. If this is somebody you're already in a relationship with, this would be like your partner finding out that like the tickets to the one thing you want to see are open again, or that's something you've been wanting to see is like coming into town or something like that. I am getting that. How will this affect you? Knight of Pentacles reversed. I feel like a lot of you, like I said, you gave up on this, so you're almost going to feel redeemed somehow. You're going to feel really good about this. It's like, wow, I guess I didn't waste all that time on that one thing that I did. And like whatever energy, effort, time, whatever you felt that you spent on this and didn't get, the fact that you're getting it now because this person helped you really does make you feel like it was worth it. So I feel like you're going to feel, well, one, very grateful to this person, and two, because there's something about you, either even just the chance of getting this again is enough for you. So I feel like there's a lot of immense gratitude towards this person. Maybe you have earth energies here, like earth signs in your chart, which would make people a little bit more, I don't want to say slow, but steady to accept something, like, you know, taking your time for something. So Taurus, especially Taurus, because I'm a Taurus, I understand the Taurus energy here, Virgo and Capricorn. So yeah, I feel like you feel very, very grateful for this. Back of the deck, Three of Swords. Yeah, and it's like that broken heart is mended somehow. That thing that you lost out on, turns out that you didn't really lose out on. At the very least, you're getting another chance at it. Even if you don't secure it, even if you don't get it, it's like there's something here about you getting the second chance at all that makes it worthwhile here. I really do love this. This person really looks out for you. If you can't think of a single living, breathing person who is this way, it could also just be spirit guides trying to get something done for you here, pile 2. So take that as it resonates. Let's go ahead and move on to some closing advice. I'm going to start with the channeled messages from your person. And these are going to be from the person in question who has been talking about you. So this could also be maybe what they're saying, by the way. So if it's not them specifically, it could be what they are saying. So pile 2, we have, I just want to know why. I feel like this is you. It's like you want to know why this person really went out of their way to give you this thing. And for some of you, it will be obvious. It's like their love for you, their admiration for you. But if this person is a little bit more like of a casual friend, or a friend that maybe you didn't think you two were like that close, I feel like they just really believe in you. What do you want from me? And you may even question if they want something in return. It's like, is this a tit for tat? Am I supposed to pay this back somehow? There are no what ifs. Yeah, and I feel like this person would be like, there's no what ifs. We're going to make this happen. This is your dream. We're going to make this happen. The end is near. Maybe you were even in like a very dark mindset at some point. Like you just felt like something would end here, pile 2. Like your dream was at an end or something. I trust you. But there is like this sense of you trusting this person. Sorry, let me let this vehicle pass by. There's a sense of mutual trust here that is being built between you and this person. Again, I'm sorry for the loud vehicles. I didn't even feel like pausing the video at that moment. I'm just tired of them. All summer, all spring and summer, this neighborhood. But anyway, pile 2. I feel like you and this person are building trust. We have stop asking as well. There is something here about like, if you keep wanting to repay whatever they've done for you, they might be asking you to stop asking. It's like they do, I feel like they do want to do this out of the goodness of their hearts. And it's hard to find people like that sometimes. So I do feel like, again, there's an immense gratitude here. So last card for you, pile 2. Interesting, we got 2. And a similar thing happened in the first pile as well. I am reclaiming my childlike sense of wonder. This is so cute. Maybe you've been friends with this person for a long time, like since childhood. Or if not, it could just feel that way. Like I feel like this is so cute. This could also be like a childhood dream that maybe some of you are talking about. And then with I forgive myself here. So there is a sense here that you might be forgiving yourself for the things that you've done in the past, that maybe even passing up this opportunity is kind of like something that you kind of are very hard on yourself for. So now there's something here about you forgiving yourself. This could also be like, it's interesting. I feel like you've just been in an energy where you feel like you haven't deserved something. So now it's coming through for you. And I feel like this person has really helped you out by talking to other people about you. But this is where I leave it, pile 2. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose the amethyst point, then we have a reading here for you about what this person is telling other people about you. So a little bit of tea, I guess. I feel like this one has been more juicy than the reading I did before, where the tea on you is. But we're going to see what they're talking about, what they are describing you as, who they're telling this to, why, and of course who this person is, just to get a bit of a vibe check. But we're going to start with you. This is the card that is meant to represent you. We have hummingbird, which is interesting because there was a previous pile where it was also a bird. But hummingbirds are different. So there is something here about you being, first of all, you're very sweet, but you're also very quick. And I'm thinking of how the hummingbird searches for the nectar. So there's something about you being like, you have your eye on the prize. You're looking for something here, whether it's recognition, it could be money, it could be you have your eye on the prize. You're always looking for something. Maybe you always have a goal. I'm getting like a type A personality. So I feel like there's something about you go for things that you want and you know how to get it. So very cute, very sweet, very demure, very whatever that meme is. That's what I'm getting. So right away, something very positive about you. So let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards to see what they are saying about you. To whom? How does this person, what are they, how do they describe you, I guess, could also be, I forgot what the question is, but I'm getting like, you know, to the main point. Pile 3. My goodness, this person is disoriented. I feel like this person is a little bit, no shade. I feel like, you know, we're all busy. I feel like this person juggles a lot. So they try to, when they try to talk about you, they like really need to focus. Okay, sorry, pile 3. I just had to get my ish together. I also lit some candles so that I could focus a little more. This person, bless them, they've got a lot going on. So they could be like somebody at work. This could be somebody in charge. This could be a busy mother, or maybe somebody that represents you. They're juggling other things besides you, but I do feel like they have important things to say about you. So for pile 3, work. Yeah, I was getting that. Like whoever this is, they work a lot. They're a bit of an overworker, honestly. I feel like they're really busy. Back of the deck, practice. And maybe this isn't even like, whatever they're doing a lot of. And with practice, I do feel like either this is them practicing for something, or this could be you. Like they feel you need a little bit more practice, or that they're trying to get you some sort of training. They're trying to get you somewhere, or like you're already a viable candidate for something. Which explains a lot, because a hummingbird looking for the nectar, they would want the hummingbird to find the nectar. This person is rooting for you. We have Mother Mary, 18, purity of heart, conception, faith. Like I said, I do get like busy mom vibes from this person as well. Back of the deck. Merlin, alchemy, manifestation, magician. And I kind of see you as this person, believe it or not. There could be an age gap of like 6 years here, because I'm seeing 18, 24. Or something about the number 6 could be important. I do feel like this is like actually, I'm going to leave this here. I do feel like this is a really good partnership. Like if this person represents you, they're going to represent you well. Not only that, but you're like a good candidate for something. So I feel like they actually really like a lot of things about you. I feel like you're better than what they expected, and you actually make their life easier. You make their job easier. So I feel like whatever you are, if you're one of the many people that they represent, I feel like you're one of the better candidates, or you're a candidate that makes them look good. Like they will definitely reference you. Because Merlin makes me think of magician energy. This is how they view you. Like you know how to do a lot. Like you don't need too much training. You don't need too much guidance or direction. So they like you because you know what you're doing. Or at least you know more than everybody else. So they don't have to worry as much about you. This has to be a professional setting, by the way. I have a hard time believing it's anything but. We have gentle drift. There is no need to rush. Go with the flow. Trust. So there is something here. I feel like this is more, this could be you calming this person. Like you kind of remind them that there's no need to be in a hurry. Or if you're like, the more you rush, the more likely you are to make a mistake. And maybe you remind this to each other. Because I feel like what you both have is like a similar work ethic here. Like the reason you're so good at what you do is because you do things, like you take on a lot. Maybe you used to be like this person. Believe it or not, I feel like you're a little bit more advanced than this person, but you don't rub it in their face. Like you're very humble about it. Like, and I feel like you actually kind of feel for them. Whatever it is, I feel like you're actually at the same level, though maybe in different ways. So yeah, there's like there's a true partnership here. I just feel like this person, they have to talk about you to somebody here. So this could be like, for example, in the workplace, a supervisor talking to your boss, like your both bigger boss, about you and like how you're coming along here. Back of the deck, Akashic Flow, tapping in, Ancient Library, Awakening. So with tapping in, you know how when people are just checking in on people, this is what I'm getting from this person. And hopefully I'm like being loud enough right now. My voice has gotten really quiet since I've been sick for like half of the month. Yeah, I feel like you and this person, you communicate very well. We have blue here, throat chakra, great communication. You're usually on the same level. You get each other. It would almost be telepathic, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's part of the reason why this magical card here, why Merlin is here. It's like this person has faith, but you actually bring the magic, which I kind of love. Really like this energy. I feel like this person finds it easy to like you. We have Scotty, Wild Heart, which to me is a card of independence. I mean, there's a few cards in this deck that represent independence, but here it's kind of like, it's not just the independence, it's the fact that you know like you have goals on top of being independent. You have your own goals and they like working with that. It's like they like to see the fire in you. It's like they wish more people were like you. And not even in an unrealistic way either, because, you know, sometimes when people set goals, they're a little bit unrealistic. With you, it's like, okay, we can work with you. You actually get that. You get what's realistic and what isn't. Back of the deck, Kali, Destruction. We'll get into that in a moment. Maybe they've seen you like completely scrap something and start anew. And that boggles their mind. It's like where certain people will try to like save certain parts of their project. You would be much happier getting rid of that whole thing and starting from the bottom, even if it means you have to catch up, even if it means that it's going to take you an extra day to finish it, like, or if it's going to make you have to work twice as fast. Like this person really, like, they do nothing but talk positively about you, because what you have is experience, you have realistic settings on yourself, and you have a sense of work ethic that not a lot of people have naturally. Like everybody wants a high paying job. Not everybody wants to do the work to get there. Everybody wants to, you know, be the boss, but not everybody wants to take the steps to get there. They don't want to take the responsibility. They don't want to take the, like, it takes so many components to become certain things, and not everybody has that, and you have that. So if you're in a position right now where you're trying to get a certain promotion or something along those lines, it's like you're a viable candidate because you just seem to get it. Even if everybody else, like, even if you think somebody else here has more experience, or like they're more likely to get it because of XYZ, whatever the case is, like few people understand and see that you actually have what it takes to get there. This person has nothing but positive things to say about you, by the way. This has to be the workplace or somebody that you work with, like network with. Yeah, I feel like if this is your boss, I feel like they're above you in some way, or even if they're not, like they represent you. Superstar. Yeah, like they believe in you. They have faith in you. And the last card. They also kind of don't get why you haven't gotten to certain places yet. It's like pile 3 is really good at what they do. Why aren't they running this show? They honestly feel you could take their place sometimes. That's how good you are. It's like, you know what, if someone's going to replace me, I'd be fine with in pile 3's hands. You are epic. Yeah, this person, they're just giving you your flowers. Honestly, what they're telling other people is that you're the ish here. You're the shiz, you're the ish, you're everything. Like they don't get why you haven't gotten further in either this company, why you haven't gotten further, maybe even in life. Not everybody I know, but if you're single, why aren't you taken? It's like, this person's perfect. Why are they where they are? And maybe it is because you just want to be. Maybe you don't really want to go for the stars. Maybe you don't really have big aspirations, but they see your drive and they find that hard to believe. It's like, no, like you have what it takes to be this. You can't tell me that you don't want more. But I guess that's all up to you, pile 3. This person really does believe you can go places. This person hypes you up at any moment that they can. Because I do feel people are asking them about you. Because when I'm trying to tap into your energy here, the way this person sees you, they don't know how they don't know you. It's like, how do you not know about pile 3? Like pile 3 does this, and they're this way. And on top of that, they're also, you know, gorgeous, and they always lighten up a room, and they know how to handle this. Like, it's just nothing but positive things to say about you. This person hypes you up. Somebody, not everybody, and don't get weirded out by this. Somebody here could be very Christian. Maybe they were like a little cross or something, or maybe they talk about like their faith a little bit. But it's nothing like, you know, crazy. It's kind of like this would be the kind of person who like prays for you. Like it's so sweet too. But yeah, this person, they are They're saying nothing but positive things about you, pile 3. With that said, I'm curious as to who's asking about you and why specifically they're talking about you. I feel like somebody asked about you, and this is why this is coming up. Or maybe you kind of know. Maybe, like I said, if you're looking for a job position or something like that, this would be somebody who has already worked with you extensively, and it's been nothing but mostly positive. Not saying that you don't have anything negative here. I feel like they would say that. But it's been overwhelmingly positive. Like whatever negative you have has been overshadowed because everyone has their bad days. So let's get the tarot. Who is this person? Let's see who this beautiful, lovely individual who is hyping you up is. I want to know more about them because they also deserve their flowers. So pile 3. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Somebody who has seen you work for some time. This is somebody who's seen you from day one. Like whoever this is, it's like they saw you when you first got there. They see you there years later. And it's like you still amaze them. It's like, I don't get how pile 3 hasn't gotten to where, like hasn't gotten further along in life. Maybe this person has even like, I don't know, they just have nothing but positive things to say about you. And the only negative thing they have to say is that you're not given enough credit. The only negative thing they have to say is that people don't notice you and they wish they would. So yeah, beautiful energy here. Number 7 could be important. Maybe they're a life path 7. Or maybe the month of July could be an important time. Maybe this is when for some of you like this, because for some of you, I'm seeing you get lined up for like a promotion or a position or a raise or something like that. Maybe this is when your review shows up, like yearly reviews. Who are they talking to? Who asked about you is what I'm being asked to ask. Somebody was asking about you. 5 of Pentacles. Somebody who doesn't see your worth. Well, no, duh. Somebody who clearly doesn't see your worth. Can I get clarification on this though? There could be 5 people here asking, or 5 people could be determining this as well. 4 of Wands. It's like a process of elimination. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you know. I feel like you're just not seen enough. Like you're not in the public eye enough. People don't see, like, or at least this person or this set of people, they don't recognize you enough. And I think that's the only thing. It's like, maybe you don't, like, for example, if this is something online, if it has to do with like a viewership, you don't have enough views or you don't go viral as much, but like your content delivers all the time. If this is at work, same thing. Like you may work really amazing, but maybe you're always working in the back and therefore people never see you, you know? As opposed to being in the front of the wherever it is. Like instead of being in the being the face of the company, you're actually the backbone of the company. So it's something like that. This has to do with career, by the way. I have a hard time believing this is like romantic, even though I did kind of try to throw it in there, just as an example. Why are they asking? Why are they talking about you right now? Why specifically? I think I already gave that answer as well. 4 of Cups. Interesting. For some of you, there could be layoffs coming soon. So that's just a warning. 6 of Swords. And they also want to make sure that this next... They're wondering if you're going to leave or stay, because the 6 of Swords, for some of you, you could be trying to come back to a company and they're like looking at your application and they're going back through like your history. It's like, that would make sense. Like if somebody here has never worked with you, they're asking somebody who has worked with you and they're singing your praises. It's like, oh, well, I'm glad pile 3 is coming back because they do this, 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 and this. So, you know. So 2 different things here. Either they're wondering if they should take you back, or they're wondering if like they should... why is this hard to say? Somebody here has a hard time communicating, or they're just a little frazzled in the way they say stuff. But they're wondering if they should keep you around, like if you'd be worth keeping. And this setting specifically is looking for people who are not toxic. That was like a big thing. I wonder if they cleaned house or if they just got tired of certain types of personalities dominating that environment, that they were like, you know what, we need somebody who, even if they're not the best, can they at least be a peaceful person? Because especially if this is like If this environment is more quote, quote, cutthroat, like if there's a lot of strong egos at play, it could be a lot. And some people just want better people around. That said, everyone's got their own toxicity. You know, everyone's got their little toxic traits here and there. But I feel like you're not toxic. You know, you're not awful. Like you just have, like, whatever little thing you have is probably more tolerable than a lot of people that they are used to. Interesting that there's a lot going on here. This must be an energy, like a workplace or a place that just has a lot going on. How will this affect you? Two of Swords. You're not really going to know whether to say yes or no, because you appreciate what this person is doing for you, but like you're still undecided about the situation in general. For a lot of you, you already kind of know what this is. In fact, for a lot of people who click this reading, I feel like you came here for like career things, because a lot of this is reading like career. Anything else you need to know? The moon. Can I get clarification on the moon reversed? Because secrets will be revealed. There's like a whole new, I'm seeing for some of you, there's like they're undergoing like a whole company overhaul. I'm seeing that strongly. And they start by getting rid of people who are not made for this kind of environment, or who are doing nothing but adding toxicity. I wonder if somebody leaked something. I don't know who you work for or what this company is all about, but it would be like if somebody leaked something and the company looks bad, and now they want to fill up the place with like better people. Sometimes that could even be like a token person of a certain ethnicity or background or culture. So take that as it resonates. Maybe it's not, maybe you don't like that, but if it helps you get a job that you need, it could work in your advantage. Take that as it resonates. Like, for example, getting women in the workplace. That was always a big thing in a lot of companies, not just, you know, the ones I've worked for. Wheel of Fortune. But this can work to your advantage, and I'm not surprised. So, yeah, I'm not saying that it's not earned, because here's the thing, pile 3, you definitely earned everything that you have, especially with this person. Even if like half of what this person is saying is true, then you definitely deserve what you are going to be given or offered here. This feels like a career reading now, so maybe some of you are looking for one back at, yeah, Page of Wands. I just feel like some of you, yeah, like you would have to let go of a lot of emotional baggage that you had towards the way you were treated previously, because there's a reason you left, right? So, or maybe you did leave on like positive notes, but even then, it's like if you left, you would have to kind of let bygones be bygones, and that would all be up to you and how you want to handle that. But I do feel like you're very suited for this. Somebody here is singing your praises. They know you're very adequate for this job, more than adequate. Like they know that you're really great for it. I feel like you downplay yourself and this person is hyping you up. There was a similar pile, so maybe you're coming from that as well. But yeah, this is what we have. Let's go ahead and move on to the closing advice. So there's a possibility that you could have something here. I don't want to say yes or no, just because I know it's different for everybody, but somebody here is singing your praises. So these are going to be channeled messages from your person, and I am going to take these as platonically as possible for this specific pile. Pile 3. Wait for me. Honestly, they could even be waiting to postpone something in your favor. Like this would be like if there was a cutoff date, or like a, yeah, if there was like a timeline or a deadline for something, like for an application, they would accept yours even if it was a little late because they want to hear about it. We have once bitten, twice shy. This makes sense because I feel like whatever this is, this environment, you've been in it before. This, like you've been there once, and the second time around, you're kind of a little wary. You know how things operate. Maybe you're not even trusting this new updated thing that they're trying to go through. Try and try again. Yeah, you don't give up. That's what people like about you, is that you don't give up. You have this undying spirit. I'm really sorry. And maybe for some of you, you're going to want an apology from either certain people or a certain thing here, like a certain entity. I wouldn't wait for it though. That's what I'm seeing. It's like Some of you have some sort of grudge, but like you're gonna, if you want this, you might have to let this go, and that's up to you. Do you want to let it go, or do you want to let it bother you and miss out on an opportunity? Not telling you which is right or which one you should choose, but I'm just letting you know that you're gonna feel this way about it. And I miss you. And some people from this place really do miss you, especially this person who's hyping you up. Like, they definitely miss you, because there's something about this. You're just really good for this. You're a great fit. That's the one. Yeah, what did I say? You're a great fit. Pile 3. Let's get your last card. My body works so hard for me. This is so cute. If this is something that is physically, like if this has something to do with like a physical activity, that would make sense. Your body works hard for you. So hard for you. This could also be just like a reminder to take care of your body, especially if this is like a labor intensive kind of job or something where you have to pay attention to like your health. That could be very important here. But this is where I leave it, pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me be for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 4. If you chose the honey calcite, then we have a reading here for you for who is saying what, who is talking about you to whom, and what are they saying. So we're going to get the tea on you. We're going to start with the card you chose. This is going to represent you and how you're being viewed. Unicorn! This is so cute. Okay, so there's definitely something special about you, pile 4. If you weren't, then I feel like this person wouldn't be talking about you. And it could very much be, maybe you're somebody who believes that anybody talking about you is some sort of flattery, which is a very, very Leo way of thinking. So you could also have Leo in your chart somewhere, but let's go ahead and get your cards to see who's talking about you, why, and what are they saying. We have Archangel Jeremiel, reflections, visions, and dreams. So this person actually does see a bit of themselves within you, or vice versa. Maybe you and this person actually have something in common. Maybe you're, I don't know, like the same sign, the same age, or have similar views, especially with the number 11 here. Somebody could have been born in November, or November could just be important. Lots of third eye energy coming through. So definitely psychic intuition, or even just like magical manifestation energy is coming through for this pile. Let's go ahead and get more cards. We have Athena, wisdom. You're very smart. This person doesn't just see you as magical. They feel like you've earned your magic. Why am I bringing up anime? Okay, so if you've seen, what is it called? Magica Madoka? If you've seen that, that's what I'm getting. Like, how the all the magical girls in that anime kind of like look up to each other, because there's something special about you. Well, let's get more cards. We have the sacred flow of yes, number 30. And it's odd because I feel like you feel that this person would see you as an opposite, because I'm thinking of like something that is both the same and different at the same time. But this person, they actually look up to you, or they like some aspect of you, or they want to like you. We have family. So this could definitely be within your family. Maybe your family hypes you up a lot, or family could be of importance here. Maybe like you know this person through your family, if it's somebody who isn't somebody you're related to. For my pile 4, we have inner magic. Your vibration is rising, power, increased energy. Look, there's something like back of the deck. Move with grace, optimize light, inner and outer forgiveness. And I'm being asked to look at this one. Back of the card, Archangel Uriel. Sorry, back of the deck. Archangel Uriel, illumination. Ideas into form. Inner power. So somebody here is hyping you up because they truly believe in the magic that you are creating and the things that you're doing. You're different. You're different from everybody. Definitely everybody in your family. I feel like you kind of stand out. The months of November, December could be important. So maybe somebody here is talking about some sort of time frame that could be important or relevant to you. But there is something here about you leveling up. There's something about your wisdom, not just your intelligence, because Athena can very much be intelligence. It's kind of like divine intervention. Because I think of how she plays such pivotal roles in myths, like no other god, well, maybe there are, yeah, I think it's between her and Hera and maybe Aphrodite, who seem to do the most in myths to actually like bring something important. But where Hera, it will be something to do with her husband, and Aphrodite, it'll have something to do with love, you know. Athena actually empowers people to be better or worse. Like she's a little bit of she brings karma, honestly. Either she helps people out or she like doesn't help them out, depending on, there's a sense of justice here with Athena. Like she's got a sense of moral. She's got a sense of like, I'm thinking also of the ancient Egyptian goddess Maat. So something along those lines where like you're not just magical, you don't just have this unique way of going about life, you also have like this like, you have morals, or you have like this strong sense of justice, or a strong sense of what's the word I'm trying to think of, like you have your own way of viewing life and how things are supposed to go. And I think that's the one thing that makes you like, people don't just cast you off as a hippie right away, or like happy-go-lucky or anything like that. It's like you have a sense of magic, but at the same time like you're grounded enough to see things clearly and thoroughly. It's kind of like magician energy from the tarot. So you're very, very divinely regarded here, pile 4. It's interesting. I do feel like it would be your family who sees you this way. So especially if you're like one of the older siblings or cousins or people in your family, especially if you're an auntie or uncle here, like they see you as very wise. Like people take what you have to say very seriously. So yes, you're magical, but at the same time they take you seriously, and that's something that's difficult to do, because when somebody's into like tarot and woo-woo crystals and all that stuff, I feel like they want to they want to cast them as like, you know, I don't know, just as something to not laugh at, but, you know, not to take seriously. But you, they take seriously. It's like, not only does pile 4 deal with all of this, like they actually kind of have something strong behind it. And I think that's where there's almost a bit of fear here with illumination and the sacred flow of yes. I do feel somebody here is kind of wondering if they should ask you something. It's almost like people are wanting to consult you, specifically within the family. But I do see like this back and forth. Like some people want to, like I said, you're different and they don't know whether to trust it or not. And I feel like you kind of bring this about a lot, because with 11th and I almost said 11th and 12th house energy. So we could be talking about the 11th and the 12th houses, which are the houses of social networking, or, you know, people that aren't your family, like the people and friends that you know. And then we have the 12th house of the subconscious. It's kind of like some people kind of don't want to have to see themselves. And whenever they get around you or have a conversation with you, or when you point things out, it forces them to be face to face with their own shortcomings, with their own realities that they do not want to face. You bring out the karmic within people. And I think people fear this, which is funny because on your outer appearance, you seem very sweet, very kind, very soft. But when people get to know you, it's like, oh, this beautiful, dainty little magical person. That's just your overall vibe, your overall aura here, pile 4. This magical, sweet person has an iron fist, and they're not afraid to tell it how it is. So this inner magic that you have, I think, is something that repels people, because some people are all on board with it. I think people have to be very detached and very willing to see true aspects of themselves in order to vibe with you. And not everybody is ready to do that. In fact, it takes like a very specific kind of person to be and hang around you. I feel like I'm missing cards because I did most of the readings yesterday, so I'm just gonna pull a glyph card for you. I don't know if I did for the other piles, so don't tell them. For pile, oh, I know what I did. I'm missing a whole deck. Let me go downstairs. All right, so pile 4. Who's talking about you and why? We have boundary. It's like people are afraid to ask you for something, or maybe people have crossed boundaries with you before, especially family. I feel like, you know, I feel like they want to, why am I hearing they want to get to know you? This could be distant family, like that one cousin you rarely ever talk to, or the people you're related to that don't really know you that well, or maybe you didn't even grow up with, but maybe they've heard of you. or they heard of the things that you do and they're very curious if you would help them out. Back of the deck, we have joy and womb. There's several things here. So joy and womb make me think of babies, of course, because you know how children, they're just happy, like they're born happy until, you know, something happens in their life and then they're not happy. I feel like there's like this inclination to like want to integrate you into some sort of family. This could also be like for those of you who are expecting children or wanting to start your own families, how people wonder how you would be as a parent, or how the family would, like if you've kept your family at a distance and you're pregnant and you're wondering whether you should bring your family in or out, like if you should allow them in. This is like a big thing. They're kind of wondering that themselves too. It's like they want to know if like you would be willing to allow them into your world, because it seems like you're very distant. Even though we have the family card here, I feel like we're not really talking about family that you're very close to, because otherwise I don't think they would regard you as very different. Or even if you are different and you are close to them, there's just something unique about you. You don't operate like everybody else. Back of the deck for this one, we have Omniscience, Eye of Horus. There's just something very magical about you, Pile 4. I'm going to get one more card. We have Sword, Conflict. Yeah, it's like people don't want to have conflict with you anymore, but they don't know how not to, because you just see through people. And I think you're not somebody who would back down, because that's just not like you to pretend that like you're not going to be disrespected here with boundary and joy. You're not happy when people disrespect you or when they want to cross your boundary. It's like you have your own sense of morals. You have your own sense of how things are supposed to go. I do feel like people see you as stubborn, but it's also respect, but also they don't want like they want privileges that not everybody else has, which is so interesting. If this isn't your actual family, this could be like maybe friends that are like family, but I feel like they would respect you a lot more. I feel like there's a little bit more going on there. But with that said, I kind of want to move on to the tarot here, because I'm very curious as to what's going on. But overall, this is how you are regarded here, Pile 4. I want to see what they're talking about, and more specifically, why. Also, lots of energy in this pile. Like, I came home and I was not tired at all, which I'm sure I'll crash later, but like, you could be somebody who has like an intense energy that not a lot of people are used to, or you could just be like, and some people are just born like that. They have more energy than the average person. Again, you could have strong Leo energy, or Leo energy could be important. Okay, so Pile 4, who is this person talking? Who is the person who is talking? Or people. I feel like it could be more than one person. This could also be a person who kind of hides behind people. Like, they'll never say it's them, but they kind of... it's a little underhanded what I'm about to explain, but let me get 2 cards just to see if this is confirming what I'm seeing. We have the Nine of Swords. Somebody who in the past has worried if they've ever offended you, or like if they've done you wrong. Because I feel like this person, they do nothing but talk good about you, but like, I don't really think they talk to you, you know? It's like they hype you up, but I don't know if you've had a conversation with them, or maybe you feel this way about them, like you don't know where you stand with this person, but because everything that they seem to say seems to be positive. Let's go ahead and see what exactly they're saying. 10 of Pentacles. Something about your finances, also your stability, like financial, familial stability. Again, if you're starting your own family, or if you just have your own life here, they wonder about your finances. They wonder about your job. Like they just, they want to ask questions that they feel they can't ask, is what I keep seeing. Let's get another card. Who are they telling us to? Who specifically are they talking to? I'm hearing, who are they talking to the most? Okay, this one wanted to pop out, Awakening. This is a Judgment card in this deck. 5 of Cups. It's almost like somebody here wants to apologize. This could be family or people or friends that used to be like family that kind of want to backpedal into your life because they see how just how much fun you're having, how much fun you're having, how good life seems to be going for you. And it's kind of, it annoys me, it does, because it seems like this person maybe isn't around when you're at your worst, but now that you're having a great time and maybe you're even posting it on social media or whatever, or they're just hearing about it, it's like they're very curious. They want to get to know you. They want to ask all these questions. I want to know why there's like this distance. Why the distance then? Why was there distance? Why did you two fall apart, or did you and this person fall apart? Or maybe just grew apart. It's sometimes, I don't think it has to be anything crazy. Sometimes people just do grow apart because they have their own lives to live here. The Sun. Can I get clarification on the Sun? There's a sense of unworthiness here. Yeah, the starseed. It's like, you're just so different. I don't know how else to explain it, because the Fool can be new beginnings, but I'm also associating the Fool with Aquarius energy, maybe kind of like the Star energy as well, where you're just unique. Like, you're not afraid of taking risks. You're not afraid of being made to look different from everybody, just so that you can either be authentic to yourself or embark on something new. Whatever it is that you're chasing, you don't care what people think of it. And this person doesn't reconcile that with their own beliefs. This person has always done exactly what everybody believes them to do. They always like try to do exactly what their family expected them to do. They always expected to do, like, they have a set of rules and guidelines that they were always told to follow, and they always stuck to that. You didn't, or even if you were given that, you didn't care. So this person, they're just like, I don't get how, maybe you and this person even had similar upbringings. Maybe you were like, for example, cousins of the same age, and maybe you were around each other a lot as younger kids, but as you grew older, you grew into such different lifestyles to the point where it's like, how am I over here doing this and you're over there doing that? And I don't sense envy, I don't sense hate. I do sense like a little bit of guilt and shame, and a little bit of like curiosity, maybe a little bit of meddling energy. I guess it all depends on your culture and how that would be perceived. Because in certain cultures, like, you know, the family knowing all about you is expected. This person would expect that. But maybe for you, you kind of just wish they would mind their business. Anything else you need to know? One last card. We have Death reversed. This person is like in desperate wanting of a new beginning, a new life. So especially if this family or friend that is like family lives in another country, it would be like they would like to reach out to you to start where you are, and like, you know, ask you to like help them out wherever they are, which I see a lot in immigrant communities. You know, my family's an immigrant, and I have a lot of friends and coworkers who are similar, where like they're just estranged from their families, but at the same time it's like, oh, but we're blood. So I guess this is up to you how to take this, whether you'd be wanting to take this on, whether you would want to open up this connection. I feel like you still talk, but not often. It's not like, you know, I don't think you would like ignore them, or I don't know, I guess it depends on you. But I feel like the relationship is not that strained, but it's distant. King of Cups and oppression. Interesting. For some of you, you could have had a father or father figure that was very not great. For some of you, this could be a sibling, like maybe like a distant sibling, a step sibling or something like that. Because for some of you, I do feel like there is some sort of father wound, or even just like patriarchal standards of your cultures that maybe you both don't want to deal with. And maybe that could be something that like makes you give in to wanting to help out this person. But with the Devil card here, this is the oppression card in this deck. I would be careful to see how wounded they still are by this particular perspective of theirs, how deep that wound goes, let's put it that way. Because maybe you're a lot more healed than this person, or maybe this person finds it a little difficult to overcome. For some of you, this person could be trying to get away from a toxic partner, let's put it that way, or a toxic father figure, masculine figure, something along those lines. Interestingly, in both cards, both people have their hands out. Both the King of Cups with these two cups, and the oppressor, or oppressed, I guess, here with the two hands. That's interesting to note in the imagery of this tarot deck. Anything else you need to know? This one has been like the most... This has had the heaviest energy thus far. Interestingly, no cups, so I don't feel like you have any sense of nostalgia, with the exception of the Five of Cups. It's like bygones are bygones. What's in the past is in the past. You don't let it bother you. Three of Wands and Four of Cups. Yeah. I feel like you're not going to let things from the past bother you here. What you are more concerned with is the future of this and how this would end up shifting you, shifting them, how it would turn out. So yeah, I feel like this probably asks more questions than it answers for you, Pile 4. I'll be honest, this has been the most ominous out of all of them. And maybe this person hasn't reached out yet, but I do get the feeling that they may, just because, again, they're talking about you. I want to ask one more question. Will they talk about you? Will they come forward and communicate with you a little bit more directly, or a little bit more often, I guess? And I haven't really done this for all the other piles, because they haven't had a situation like this. Seven of Swords, Temperance. They're not going to express everything right away. Page of Pentacles. And I feel like, I wouldn't, they would have to do a lot more, is what I'm seeing. Like, they would have to assert themselves more. They would have to do like 90% of the work. It's like you can open the door for them, but you're not going to push them through it. You're not going to walk them through it, you know. You're not going to build the door for them. You're going to see if there's one open. I feel like depending on how close this person is to you, and it doesn't feel like they are very much, at least not anymore, I wouldn't... This person needs a lot of healing, and this person has things that are like a lot more severe. Because the Seven of Swords lets me know that they're not... Either they're not telling you everything, they're not being completely honest, or there's things that you're not aware of that you may have to deal with. So, and I don't know if this person is doing that on purpose, or I don't know if this person is like unaware as well. And you wouldn't have to suffer the consequences of their own ignorance because you decide to vouch for them. Back of the deck, yeah, Six of Swords. But this person is going places regardless. I don't think you're their only option. And I don't think, like, if they're going to get out of something, they're going to get out of it. But do be careful with this person, because I feel like they're not solid, stable, sure-footed enough. They're not prepared enough for whatever this is. This person might like to fly by the seat of their pants, but honestly, I feel like they need to be a lot more grounded. And I don't think they are. I think they might expect you to do a lot more. And it might be more of a headache than it's worth. So with that said, let's go on to some closing advice. Because like I said, I'm thinking of immigrant families. And there's no hate or shade here. Like, if you can't learn a language, you can't learn a language. But sometimes it helps to at least learn a little bit of the language of the places you're going to try and live in. And again, there's no hate, no shade. Everybody learns languages differently. I pick them up pretty easily, but it's one of those things. It's like, would you want to host somebody and then they don't even know how to work the appliances in your house because everything's in a different language from theirs? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. It's like, you don't want to be the babysitter. And you would want them to do more than just, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's up to you. So for pile 4, these are channeled messages from this person to you. I want to believe. Yeah, I feel like they just want options. They want to know that they can do something. To the moon and back. This person is just so ready for something new and they want to go elsewhere. Wait for me. But they could hold you back a little bit because I feel like it's going to take a lot more for them to catch up than they realize. All of you, I'm so excited. Oh my God. I'm so excited for our future. If this person already has somebody else in tow, maybe they're married and they want to move elsewhere, that could be a whole different thing. But for a lot of you, this will take up a lot more of your time than you recognize or realize. And it might be fun at first because, of course, you know, you get to be with somebody or you get to see a little bit more of them. But I feel like this is going to be a lot more time consuming than you recognize. Back of the deck, I've lost faith. Interesting. We went from I want to believe to I've lost faith because this person just doesn't seem to grasp the reality of how things work here, and it might be overwhelming for them, and you can help them out all you want. At the end of the day, they're an adult and they have to figure everything out. They have to figure out the majority of things on their own. You know, it's like you can't do everything for them. If they thought somebody was just gonna like open the door and like do everything for them, because that's what I get. It's like rose-colored glasses about a journey, and they don't seem to get that there's a lot more paperwork involved. All right, let's get one more card. I am not my past. This person really wants to, I feel like both of you, like I feel like you've definitely outgrown your past, have outrun your past here, pile 4, and you deserve it and you've worked very hard for it, and you understand people who want to do the same. But I think it's also very important for you to give them that sense of reality, that dose of reality. Again, I'm thinking of Athena coming into every myth, and she's not just magical, she tells it how it is. And sometimes it's not, you know, she's not always the hero in every myth. Sometimes she's the villain, depending on how you see it, because she's all about truth, and she's about being honest here. And I feel like you're going to have to be that person here for this person. But this is where I leave it, pile 4. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 5. If you chose the smoky quartz point, then we have a reading here for you about who is talking about you, to whom, what about, and why. So we're just going to see what the tea on you is, who's talking about you, what are they saying, what's going on, and whatnot. I think this is the only pile that I'm doing at night because I'm having one of my little sleepless nights. So maybe somebody here could be insomniac, or maybe they just have trouble sleeping at night, or they do a lot of their talking at night about you for whatever reason. So let's go ahead and start with the cards you got. We have bat. Well, that's appropriate. Bat. So yes, nocturnal for sure. I feel like this person is nocturnal, or they're more likely to be up and about at night. They could be a nighttime person. Maybe it's their job. Maybe it's just what they do. Maybe it's just their lifestyle. But let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. I pre-shuffled them just to save some time. We have Bastet, Sanctuary, Soul on Fire, Earth. We have Sekhmet, Fierceness, Destruction, Rebuilding. What's interesting is that you have 2 Egyptian goddesses here, pile 5, and neither of these decks really focus on the Egyptian deities. They just happen to feature them. So there could be something about ancient Egyptian mythology here, or maybe you just resonate with those deities a little bit more. We also have Move with Grace, Optimize Light, Inner and Outer Forgiveness, and Death. Okay, somebody's talking about an ending, and I was kind of getting that with Bat as well. I do associate Bats with Scorpio energy, so there could be, I mean, somebody here could have Scorpio in their chart, or maybe there's a lot of intensity to this because Scorpio, the sign of Scorpio, is known for its intensity. There's also something, not all of you, of course, but for some of you, this could be like a person that you used to be physically intimate with, if there was any sort of romantic or even just, you know, like a sensual connection here. Let me turn on these candles because I forgot to do that. Okay, sorry, pile 5. Something about the aesthetics needs to be on point here, because I feel like for some of you, this person could be on the Scorpio Libra cusp. But regardless, there is something here about this person knowing you either intimately, or they just happen to know intimate details about you. Like they happen to know about a lot. For a lot of you, this does have to do with us. I'm not gonna lie. Like for a lot of you, this person knows you very intimately, and I feel like, I mean, this could be the both of you. I feel like you both have an intensity about you. I'm trying to pick up on like the gender or even like the energy of this person, and it feels very neutral. So it could be either or. But they're definitely talking about you. With Move with Grace and Death, I do feel this is about something from the past. So this could be about like a past connection, or this could be somebody that you used to be very close to. Somebody that you used to speak about, again, intimate details with, or that you had intimacy with for some of you. And it's interesting because I'm trying to pick up on their energy, and they themselves don't seem to have a set energy about you. I feel like they try to speak about you in a very, not clinical manner. It's more like they try to stay detached, or they don't really have, for some of you,
it's weird. It's like they want to have an opinion about you, but they can't. There's a respect here for you, especially with sanctuary. For some of you, I feel like you have been sanctuary for this person before, like you've done a lot for them. I feel like you've been like a safe space for them, if you will. And yet we have fierceness, destruction, rebuilding. It's like they know you're not one to mess with. They know you're not one to take for granted. I do feel there is a fear for you here, but like not in a bad way. It's kind of like they know not to mess with you. They know better than to like say anything negative about you. So I'm interested to see what they would be talking about, because with Soul on Fire, I feel like you bring life to this person in some way, shape, or form. Also with the bat, I keep forgetting this person doesn't focus on your appearance so much as they focus on what you do and your energy, because bats are actually blind. When they say things like blind as a bat, it's because they use their ears, they use their hearing, echolocation. So this person could be a really great listener, or maybe you and this person used to have really great conversations. I feel like, and this would make sense, I feel like this person prefers the nighttime when everybody else isn't listening in on them or not talking. Like they prefer the intimate setting, to not have anybody around to listen in on your conversations. Maybe you both decided to talk to each other when nobody else was around, and that would just happen to be at night. So I feel like this is somebody who, again, you both used to have something here. With Earth, I am getting the sense that you're a very grounded person. And this is something that they find your energy, your kind of energy, hard to find in other people, because you keep them very grounded. And I feel like they themselves wouldn't even know how to describe that to others, but that's what you do. And again, I feel like this is somebody you don't really see them anymore, you don't hang out, you don't talk to them, or maybe things between you and this person have ended, especially in the case that this was something more romantic or physically intimate. I feel like this person definitely finds you very, very physically appealing. Again, they don't focus on your physicality, but yet they find you physically appealing because of your energy and like what you bring. Again, it's that Riz. You just got that Riz pile 5, and I feel like this person is aware of it, and for the life of them, they don't know why they were into you, or maybe they still are in some cases. But yeah, there's just something here about them being into you, and they still don't get it, but they like it. Maybe they miss it. Certain numbers that are coming through, we have 36, 38, just in case those are ages that are of importance. We also have the number 16, just in case maybe this is somebody you knew from when you were 16, or maybe you grew up together, or maybe somebody here was born, like the 16th of any month could have been important, like the birth date of a 16th. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Okay. I want to look at the back of the deck for this one, create. There is something that you and this person were meant to do. I still don't know who they're talking to. We'll figure that out in the tarot. But I feel like you and this person were meant to do something here, because with Earth and create, it's like you were, if we're gonna get really soul contracty with it, like you and this person were both meant to meet each other in this life to do something. And I feel like either you're still curious about this, and this is why Spirit is like asking me to bring this up in this pile, or maybe they are aware of it as well. I don't know what level of spirituality they are. I feel like they could be spiritual. Interesting. Like I started smelling the this candle doesn't have a scent. It's a protection candle. But I started smelling what's it called? The ash, I guess, of the wick. I feel like this person gets like whiffs of you, or like memories of you. Like every now and then their mind will just wander to you, and it bothers them, because there's something very deeply archaically, like there's something deep here. Like I feel like you and this person could have had past lives together, and sometimes just being around each other is like, ooh, there's a flash to the past or something. I don't know. It's easy to get very deep into whatever this energy is. And I feel like part of the reason you and this person even got together to begin with was because when you met each other, there was like a knowing, like there was like this intense pull to each other. Again, and I honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if you weren't even each other's types. But let's go ahead and move on to the tarot because I'm very curious about this energy. I'm being asked to read for the bat first, though. So let me get that book. Every time I see this card, I think of that song, Like a Bat Out of Hell. We have darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that is invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. So for some of you, this person, whatever you and this person had, or even whatever they could be talking about, could signify the ending of a chapter for either you or this person. It could also be that it was the ending for one of you and the beginning for the other. So almost like a passing of the torch. Or for a lot of you, I feel like this person was just like the end of an era for you. Like this could have been the last type of person like this that you had to deal with before you moved on to something way different. Better or worse is irrelevant here. I just think you moved on to something different. And you can take that background noise as confirmation if you heard the loud car before I paused the video, because it came out of nowhere and left just as suddenly. And maybe for a lot of you, this person in your life was a little bit similar as well. This is so interesting. Oddly enough, the energy I'm picking up from this reading isn't even like I'm aware it's intense, but I'm getting no negativity, which I don't know. I guess we'll see in the tarot. Maybe some of you were expecting that, or maybe some of you weren't. So who is this person? I want to know more about this fat person who sees you as like this ancient, sexy Egyptian goddess like energy. They definitely think there's something magical about you. And now I'm hearing Black Magic Woman, the song Black Magic Woman by several artists. I originally thought Carlos Santana wrote that song. Apparently it was oh my god, who are they? Fleetwood Mac. It's not really my kind of music, but it's a classic. Okay, who is this person? Who is this person? Maybe this person likes to ramble on a lot. I feel like this person likes to talk. We have the Page of Pentacles. So definitely somebody from your past, and somebody who's probably not in your life right now, though at one point I feel like you thought there would be some sort of promise within them. Like you saw a promising characteristics within them, I guess, or you thought they would last longer. For some of you, they might still be around, but I don't think they play a key role in your life. For example, you could maybe they still live in your apartment or the neighborhood, or maybe you're still friends with friends, but you don't really talk to them whenever you gather. Something along those lines. I do get earth energy. Like I said, there's something earthy. More like whatever earth energy that they lack, they loved within you. So they could be an earth sign, but like a very ungrounded earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or let's say they're any of the signs neighboring the earth signs. So if we stick with Capricorn, this would be Aquarius or Sagittarius. And they kind of like really, really vibe with that earth energy. Like maybe they have a Venus in a Capricorn or something like that. That's what I'm getting. It's like this person is very aware of what they lack. Doesn't matter how they come off, doesn't matter how they carry themselves. This person is so aware of what they lack. They might be a Capricorn, or Virgo. Could easily be those two energies because they're both perfectionists at heart. So this person is very aware of what they lack, and sometimes they're aware that they lack you. It makes me think of how the French say, when they say I miss you, they say tu me manques, which means like you're missing from me. This is what I'm getting. So it's possible this person misses you, but I don't think they would ever admit it, or something prevents them from like admitting that. Who are they talking to? I want to know who they're talking to. I'm hearing several people. I'm hearing several people, pile 5. King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Remember how I said passing of the torch? They're not aware of this, but they're talking to somebody who's really interested in you. And somebody that I think they even see as competition. Why is is this? Because we have the Page of Crystals, the Page of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the King of Pentacles. This is the king coming to a page and asking about you. It's like, so what's pile 5 like? They know their competition. Like, they know that whoever is asking about you is way better than them, because this person is aware of they are aware of their shortcomings. It's kind of, I'll be honest, this kind of breaks my heart a little bit for your person here, pile 5, but I don't know if I should pity them depending on how your connection was here. But this person is talking to somebody who wants to take you seriously. And that's interesting, because I'm not sure if they're aware that they're doing this though. I don't think they're aware that this person is into you, or maybe they're asking and they're curious. I don't know. They're definitely having very interesting conversations about you with other people who are interested in you. What are they saying? I want to know what they are saying. If this is the case, what are they saying? Knight of Wands. I'll be honest, this person is kind of denying a lot of what went on between the both of you. In fact, I think they're downplaying a lot of it for several reasons. I think this person has a hard time understanding like what you and this person had, like what you both had. This person has a hard time even wanting to think about it. And I think they're a little, like, their emotions are all over the place. For some of them, there's pride. For some of them, there's ego. For some of them, there's shame, guilt. Like, literally, you could list all the emotions. And I guess it all depends on who this person is again and how this connection went. But they're denying a lot of what went on. They're downplaying a lot of what went on. And I don't want to say they're bad-mouthing you. But even if they were, this person would be able to see it. The King of Pentacles isn't taken for a fool. Can I get clarification on the Knight of Wands? Because for some of you, I feel like it's not that they're trash talking you. They just know how to say enough to like make them want to lose interest in you. It's like, let's say this is a dude that, I'm being very heteronormative here. Let's say this is somebody you used to date and somebody comes up and they're curious. It's like, hey, I heard you dated this person. How are they? And this person's like, actually, you know, it was just a thing. Da, da, da. Like, I feel like they're downplaying it. I want to know why they're downplaying it. Or why they want to throw them off there. I mean, I guess competition. But there's like, I don't know. This person, they're very thrown off by this. That's for sure. Queen of Pentacles. Because they're very aware that you would be like really perfect for this person. Or maybe you're also into this person who's asking about you. It's kind of like, I don't know, but this person's trying to come between like you and this person. And I feel like you and this person would be fine. Like if you were both interested in each other. There's a lot of people involved here, by the way. There's a queen, a knight, a king, a page. There's a lot of talk. This person talks to a lot of people. How will this affect you, if at all? Page of Cups. It's not going to change anything. Because I think what's happened here, let me get the last card just to clarify. Anything else about this that needs to be added before I, yeah, okay. So, Five of Swords. It doesn't matter what this person tells anybody. Anybody who is really meant for you, anybody who's truly interested in you will approach you anyways. I think what this person who's asking this person is doing is assessing a lot of the situation here. This person's very smart. It's like they're asking about you because they heard that you and this person used to be something. And regardless of what this person says, I feel like this King of Pentacles character has already made up their mind about you. It's like, oh, I don't care. I'm gonna have my own thing with pile 5, because what better way to get to know somebody than to just, you know, go to them directly? Because I feel like there's a lot of people involved here. And the truth is, there's a lot of people here who like you, I guess. I'm trying to come up with the word. I almost said love. I'm like, well, this isn't really love. This is a little petty. Also, why are there so many people involved? Like, why are so many people talking about you? This person could be talking about you to, I mean, I guess to a lot of people. But it doesn't seem that way. So I do see this person like wanting, there's people who want to get to know you because you're very mysterious. Again, that the Bastet and the Sekhmet energy came through, and I feel like people perceive you to be very mysterious, intense, definitely very appealing, and like very mysterious. So they ask this person who just happens to know a little bit about you. And I say a little bit because I don't think they ever got to fully know you. This person, there's a little bit of fear in them for you because they don't know how to deal with somebody like you. I feel like they never really met people like you. And what they want to do is basically throw these people, like, they want to say something, but they can't say anything, you know? Like, they wish they could say something, but they don't have anything of substance to say about you except their experiences with you. But those experiences were theirs and theirs alone. And if they were to be honest about those experiences, would be more revealing about this person than they care to reveal. Does that make sense? It's like they want to stay mysterious as well. And dang, do they wish they had your mysteriousness, but no, instead they're here having to pretend that they've got that riz, that aura, whatever they call it nowadays. That air of illusion, I guess. But someone's going to come through here and like show their admiration, appreciation for you, or even start a friendship or some sort of bond with you if they haven't already. Five of Swords lets me know that it doesn't matter what this person says, it's not going to affect anything. I just feel like it's interesting to know that this person feels some sort of way about you to this day. And I think they do miss something about the connection you guys had, but it's no longer a thing. And I kind of want to ask why it's no longer a thing, but I guess that's up to you. Back of the deck, we have Eight of Swords reversed. I'm not surprised. Things will be revealed. The world. And I feel like you and this person didn't exactly have the best closure. Or the closure was something that wasn't really closure. Because this person doesn't know how to do closure. Or maybe you don't. Or, well, not that you wouldn't. But, you know, I feel like there's something indecisive about this person and their opinion toward you. And or what they want to say about you. And that's the weird part, because I'm trying to figure out what they feel about you and I can't because they've got, I don't know what's going on with them. But somebody else is coming through here who does have an opinion about you that's much more solid. They're asking about you. And this person happens to be the one who knows most about you, so they ask them. So with that said, by the way, lots of earth energy. So again, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Let's do some closing messages. I'm gonna do channeled messages. And because like at least two very distinct people came through in this reading, the other readings didn't really have that. The other piles didn't have that. I'm going to try and decipher which message is from whom. So for my pile 5, channel messages from their people here. If only we could travel back in time. There are some regrets here with the original person, the one that you used to have something with here. Like, if they could travel back in time, they would do things differently. And I feel like you would too, because like I said, I feel like you don't really speak to this person anymore. We have, this is not a phase. Somebody here is recognizing that whatever they felt or whatever this wasn't really a phase. Or like, even if it was, it's not just any ordinary phase. It was a pivotal phase. We also have, I'm not sorry. Somebody here has a hard time apologizing. I feel like these are all that original person. I think they're wanting to take over the reading again. Not them reinstating their dominance. This doesn't feel right. But yet they're not sorry. I feel the same. Back of the deck. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. So this person, I feel like they have some sort of regret. I don't know what happened between the both of you. I don't know what they did, or maybe what they didn't do, whatever happened here. I feel like this person isn't sorry because they have a bit of an ego. And with this doesn't feel right, it's kind of odd that I think at some point between you and that person, just things didn't feel right anymore. And I feel like they wish they had spoken out sooner, or they had done things differently, or taken it more slowly. Because I do get the feeling that I feel like there's like a point within the connection between you and this person back when you were together, that they knew it wasn't right. I don't know what wasn't right. Either the connection, what they felt, what they didn't feel, what they were doing, what they weren't doing. I just keep feeling regret and guilt. And I feel like this person doesn't want to feel that. They don't want to feel regret and guilt. I don't think they do that. Like I'm trapping into their energy now, and it's like I don't do guilt. I don't do shame. I know I'm hearing that song by Edith Piaf. Non, je ne regrette rien. Why is there a lot of French coming through here? Does somebody here speak French? A lot of French songs coming through, but it's like they're the kind of person who they're like no regrets, no regrets at all. But they have a regret with this, and it bothers them. It's like, how dare you make me feel something I don't want to feel? How dare you make me feel something human? Quote quote is what I keep hearing. This person is so interesting. Okay, last card. For some of you, you could be Canadian French, I'm hearing. For those from Quebec. Magic always reveals itself when I'm willing to see it. Magic always reveals itself when I'm willing to see it. Again, we're talking about the blind bat. It's like if this person had seen something, it would have been great, but they didn't. Same thing, I don't know if it's like the magic within you. I don't know if it's like, I feel like this person, honestly, I feel like this person did you wrong, and they have a hard time admitting that. And because if they were to admit that they did anything wrong to you, they would have to apologize. And they don't want to do that, because that means that you have the upper hand. My goodness, this person, Pile 5. I can see why you don't deal with them anymore, because they're very confused. And if they're that confused, why would you want to be around that kind of energy for an extended period of time? Back of the deck, I thank my body parts. Example, I am thankful for my hands and for all the ways they help me. I feel like regardless, you're very grateful for this person and whatever you had. Especially with body parts, I wonder if, like, again, if you were physically intimate, maybe this had something to do with your body parts here. But this is where I'm gonna leave it, Pile 5. I hope this helped, and I hope this made sense. This was an interesting reading. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.